The Steadward Centre is the best rehab centre in the world without being a rehab centre. And as Canadians and as people that work in the centre, I know they don't like to boast about who they are, and what they've accomplished, but someone has to do it for them, because we really do need to let the world know the great contribution that we are making to the lives of people with disability.
The Steadward Centre is a disability research centre in the Faculty of Phys Ed and Rec, and we provide a ton of physical activity, motor skill development, and sport programs for individuals experiencing disability in our community.
Even since I was at the centre, it's broadened the sense of the clientele in terms of who they serve, but it's really about getting to the crux of it, I think, getting people active.
The participants that have come for 20-some years, they still speak to the philosophy and message that Dr. Steadward carries with him.
We have 5 main programs at the Steadward Centre: the Adaptive Physical Activity Program for adults, the Free to Be Me program for kids and teens experiencing disability, the Community Exercise Transition Program, the Athlete Development Program for Parasport, and the Functional Electrical Stimulation Exercise Program.
When I first started, we had a huge waiting list. I inherited a waiting list of, I think it was 1.5 years at the time, which is, in my mind, absolutely ridiculous.
The facility was essentially bursting at the seams and weren't able to accommodate all of the demand.
If we can teach them the skills that they need to perform, then there's no reason why they can't go to some of the other facilities in the city which are now being built with good accessibility.
So the Steadward Centre, in creating the Community Transition Program, we were able to offer a lot more access. And it was wonderful because within a year of developing the program, the wait list was gone.
So they started to identify and work with individuals here at the centre to develop those skills, but then say, what else do you need to be active? Who do you want to participate with? Where in the city do you live?
Some days it was hard to get there, but it was all worth it, so worth it. Now, yes, it's very convenient having Laura in her community because we're 10 minutes away from home. She can come here any time of the day with friends or with support workers, and it's part of her world, right? It's part of her community.
People, I think, were very afraid to go out somewhere, and I think that's a phenomenal work that Bobby Jo has done over the years, where now she's removed some of that fear by working with community partners and working with the members themselves.
Under the expertise of Dr. Donna Goodwin, the Steadward Centre was able to create a community exercise transition model and put dedicated supports to developing and implementing a community transition program. This program really focuses on 4 key components: individual readiness, community readiness, physical environment, and community opportunities. And this model has been embedded in research right from the ground level. So we've had many different research studies, and we're continuing to do research in that area.
First, it was just kind of a wall up in front of me, and the Steadward Centre helped initially kind of break down and set up a program for me. And then I moved on to the transition program, and they helped me out that way too. And I come quite regularly, so.
The individual readiness piece really starts directly here at the Steadward Centre. We're working with individuals to assist them in developing the skills and confidence and supports that they need to be successful within a community environment. We continue to work on the individual readiness piece as well in the environment. These individuals that are coming through the program have a lot of opportunity to decide where they want to go and what their needs are basically in the community. So they decide and determine where they need us in the picture.
Of course, coming here now because I live, minutes from here, like 5 minutes, and it's closer to this place. It's brand new. I just like it here at the Trilliger Rec Center. I just love it here.
And this facility here, my nephew uses it on the other side to play basketball, and it's great.
Volleyball, basketball, curling, tennis, every sport that we find within the facility now all ties into that group that fits within the transition program, really.
I see so many people here. I just recognize them. I go like, hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up?
It's not just a place to come and be active. It's a place as to where you can have significant social interaction.
You notice that over time, you become less and less a part of society, and you go into your own little world. It's nice to have the means to get out.
I've seen so many people that I worked with personally over my lifetime that were hopeless, completely turned their lives around because they got involved in in the center and involved in sport, etc.
For sure, there was a learning curve of which the staff had to be trained more so to equipment. The Steadward Center hosted 2 training sessions for the staff in order to be aware of what the transition program was moving into the fitness center within the facility here.
We did try when she was about 18, just transitioning on our own to community, and it wasn't as successful. We didn't stay long. It was just too overwhelming for her, and it was too overwhelming for me. Having the transitions was awesome because when she was 16, 17, 18, I thought that having her participate at her community gym was maybe unrealistic. Here she is today, going and enjoying it.
So taking our structured program to a site and then engaging their staff through training sessions and kind of showing some of the tips and tricks and bringing the philosophies of APA into their center.
It made sense in tying in with the Steadward Center to the sense that we knew that we were going to be able to seek options and make improvements throughout the facility to be more accommodating.
The Alberta Human Rights Commission provided us an opportunity to work on the physical environment within the Greater Edmonton area. So through their support, we were able to conduct 25 accessibility audits on fitness centers, our close partners that we're working with. And these audits focused not only on physical access, but what kind of inclusion policies they have in these centers, what kind of professional support and training they provide to their staff to be able to assist individuals with disabilities.
And in the end, it overall made us aware of what we needed to improve.
The community readiness piece is where we go in and provide supports directly to the community. So we do programs like the Workout Buddies program, the Adaptive Physical Activity Symposium. We provide different outlets for the community to learn about what adaptive physical activity is.
We are actually reducing barriers to fitness and community recreation that have been existing not just for one person, but for an entire community.
It requires the use of those large muscles and is usually through repetitive movements. Your purpose is to increase that heart rate and work at getting your body more efficient.
We're at the Saville Center today. This is one of our partners that we've worked really closely with over the last several years, and this just shows the level of partnership of being able to come in here and use this as a teaching facility for our students and things like the Workout Buddies program.
He started off in classroom just teaching us different strategies on working out with the individual, and then we came into the gym and we started working hands-on, one-on-one with the individual.
Our main goal in here is for them to be able to take a program that's been developed by the Steadward Center and to understand that program and to understand what the participant is going through.
The more people that are involved with this, the more vision people are going to have for the future.
That's the great thing about this course, because it gives different adaptations across a wide variety of impairments, really. So it doesn't matter who the individual you're working with, you should be able to take something from this class and modify it.
Are you ready? Yeah? Okay.
The fourth component of the community exercise transition model is the community opportunities component. And this is where we've worked really closely with the community to enhance opportunities available. So for example, we've worked closely with facilities to provide fee reduction programs to assist with greater access into these community centers. We've also worked with our participants who have already transitioned on peer mentor programs and volunteer programs where they can come back into the Steadward Center and work with the peers that they've been working out with prior to transition. And this has been a really incredible opportunity for our participants to be involved in the full spectrum of programs that the Steadward Center offers.
This program has led us away from the awkwardness per se. Anybody participating in the transition program is like a family in there, to be brutally honest.
The Steadward Center has always held, I think, a really unique place within the Canadian landscape because we've been providing adaptive physical activity and parasport for such a long time, over 36 years.
I mean, how long has it been now? Oh gosh, since '78. My goodness, it's been a long time.
The success of the Steadward Center has been this collective idea that we need to keep pushing. We need to keep asking questions. The approach has shifted as the context and the climate has shifted, but that the base idea of creating opportunity and supporting individuals to achieve their goals, be it athletic, be it fitness, the notion around being included, whatever it is, that has been the crux of helping or supporting individuals to achieve that goal.
And it's developed a certain type of empathy, a certain type of acceptance that everybody's different and everybody has something to offer.
We have to build on our successes, but we just can't, keep looking back. You can learn from the past, but you've got to look and move forward.